Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss about Google Kickstart problem which happened today, round edge running in circles. The problem statement says that Ada plan wants to take part in annual marathon, okay, which is taking place in her city. So for that she wants to practice and she does so by taking using a circular track of length L for running. Okay. And she also wants to keep track of her like distance. So she installs a counter machine at the beginning of the track. And when she actually starts from here, she actually can change directions also. She can go either clockwise or anti-clockwise, and she sometimes takes break and she forgets whether she was going coming from this direction or going to this direction. Okay, she can go in a different directions also. So all these directions and the distance are given in input data set, which I discuss in detail. But remember that she can change uh, any direction, like you can go either clockwise or anti-clockwise. But remember that this machine remembers last direction. Okay, why this is so important? Say for example, you are starting from here and you moved till here, then you came back here. If the counter keeps increasing for every movement, right, then it's not correct, right? Because you can simply go here and here, right? You can just move from here to here, here to here, here to here. So and this counter will keep on increasing, so there is no point. So counter will remember that you started from here, so it is expecting you to take this directions only and come back from here. Okay, then only it will increment by one. Okay, so that is what this statement means. So what is our job is that we have to at the end of all the steps we have to find out to what is the value of this counter. Okay, so this counter uh, I keep changing, right, as when we pass through it. So the count of laps in the machine will increase by 1 if she touches the starting line in the same direction as she last touched it. Okay, so the same direction. If she's clockwise, she has to go clockwise. If it's anti-clockwise, she has to go anti-clockwise. Okay, so let us check the sample inputs. Let us analyze the sample set 1, okay, test case 1. So here they will give you in like first is like total number of test cases, and followed by for every test case we have two integers. The first integer represents the circular track length, which is nothing but circumference of the circle, and then the second integer represents total steps taken, total time she uh, traveled through the track. Okay, and she can stop anywhere, take a break, and she can go in anti-clockwise and clockwise. I mean, it's completely her choice. But in test set 1 we have everything clockwise, so first we'll try to analyze the clockwise scenario. Okay, so here in this example we have circumference is equal to 5 units. Okay, and first time she traveled 8 units, which is actually she completed one circle and she traveled uh, more than half circle, so more than 1.5 circle. Okay, so if I start from here, okay, so she will travel one circle and again she'll travel till here. Okay, then after that she take a breaks and she again travels in second time 3 units, which is nothing but more than slightly more than half circle. Half circle is nothing but 2.5, right? So slightly more than half circle, so again she will pass this counter. Okay, and the third time she crosses I mean from here she continues again same direction clockwise, 6 units, which is more slightly more than the one entire circle, right, again. Okay, so she start from here, continue from here, and again she passed this counter, and she passed this counter 3 times in the same direction. That's why the counter will now be set to 3. And if you try to understand the logic, right, so here I mean for test set 1 we can, what we can do is we can simply add all these 3 integers and do an integer division by circumference, which is 5. Okay, so something like this directly. Okay, so you'll get something like 3 point something, and just consider the only integer part. So we are doing integer division, which this is like thing, but integer division which is used in Python. And same thing you can use in your coding language as well. Okay, and this is what we can use for test set 1. Same thing for second also, we can use add all these numbers and divide it by 8, so we get 5 point something, and consider only the 5. That is your output. Let us now try to understand the next test set 2, which is like she travels in both directions, clockwise also, anti-clockwise also. So in test set 2, we do have both counter clockwise and also like clockwise directions. Okay, so let us consider this example. Here we have three sets, and we'll consider the first set. So similar to the first test set 1, here also circumference is equal to 5 units, and here Ada takes travels this circular track 8 units. Okay, so it is like similar to the first example by more than 1.5 circle. Okay, and after that she takes a break and she forgets whether she was going front or back, so she changes her directions. Okay, but remember one thing, that counter will remember the last direction, so counter will again reset here when she travels return. Okay, so counter value will be only 1 because only one time she traveled and now returned, right? So this is won't be considered. And now again she forgets whether she was traveling in anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. So again she will go in reverse, actually, like a clockwise she will travel. So from here she will go exact one circle because circumference also 5 units. So again this won't be considered because again counter will be reset. So counter will count only at the beginning, which is like 8 units, right? That time we covered 1.5 circles. That time only it will consider that point. So at the end we have the value in counter as only 1. So let us consider little more complex examples where Ada travels like 5 times and we have like different directions and all. So that will be more good to analyze. And here you cannot simply like say, okay, 2 times clockwise and 1 time anti-clockwise, so I will just subtract 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, that is output. You cannot say that because, say for example, I am traveling this circle 5 times continuously clockwise, and then I will travel this circle 5 times anti-clockwise. Then if you use that minus logic, it will be like 0, right? But it's not so because it will 5 and then only one time it will reset the counter. So 5 plus 4, 9 it will become output. Okay, so just remember that pointer. Okay, let us understand the one more example. That's the second one. The second example is actually very good because it covers most of the aspects and all the key points. Okay, let us consider this circle. So here we have a circumference is equal to 4, which means that from here to here we have 1 unit, and half circle is 2 units, and so on. Okay, so first time Ada travels 2 units, which she travels half circle. Okay, so from counter 0. Okay, and from here when she takes a break, and second time when she continues her practice, she does 8 units and anti-clockwise direction. So she is going reverse now, and also she is going 8 units, which is equivalent to she is moving this circle 2 times. And since we have like 5 times, we need to draw this arrow also, and to avoid all the mess, I will use a thick arrow here. Okay, so she will, this indicates like she traveled this 2 times. Now the counter will become, which was initially it was 0, now counter will become 0, the first time value, plus in the first circle it was like 0 only, and this, because it is like changing direction, and the second time when it passes to the counter it will increment, so we have value as 1. Okay, and the third time she travels 3 units, which is right now she is at this point, and from this point she travels 3 units in the same direction again. Okay, anti-clockwise. So from here she will travel to this point, 3/4 of the circle. Okay, so again she is passing through. So again you can say the previous counter value plus 1 because she is passing that value in the same direction as the previous. Okay, so we have the new counter value as 2. And the fourth time she is traveling uh, 5 units. Okay, 5 units means she's and clockwise direction, so she's going in this direction, and 1 unit from here to the cover, and then from here, when it covers here, I think it will not consider, but again it will take one full circle, because 4 units are nothing but one full circle, right? So from here 5 units matlab, means from here you have to take uh, one entire thing plus 1 unit extra, so it will be see as it is, like as you shown in the blue arrow. Okay, so the values will be the existing value plus when it touches at the beginning it was 0, but it is completed the entire circle, so plus 1 is equal to 3. Okay. Now from this point, okay, it is tricky actually here. So again 8 units, and since starting from this point only, now it like it will just start from here and it will go like this two times. Since it's two times, I'm using only thick arrow. So since we start from this point only, so it will consider both the values. Okay. So now we have value 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. That's why we have the value as 5. I hope this is clear. Okay, so now I think in the next video we will try to understand the logic and the code for this. And yeah, if you like this video, consider subscribing to my channel so that you get notification about the future videos. And yeah, if you have any doubts also, you can ask me. Thank you.